The Three Aces, number 111, moves of freight, followed by more views of these engines at work.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here today on RJ's Trains. Today we're going to be taking a look at a holy grail item that I've recently purchased. This is an item that I've been looking for years, literally, and I finally found one for a good enough price and I bit the bullet and I picked it up. And it is none other than an MTH Premier Proto Sounds 2 Long Island Railroad H10. Now, this engine is going to be the first of a series of locomotives that I've picked up since my hiatus began in December of 2021, about right after the 12 days of RJ's Trains ended. And so we've got a lot of new engines to talk about, and I felt there was no better engine to start with than one that I've been after for so long. Now, when it comes to collecting trains, a lot of us tend to gravitate towards the same railroads. When I think of my friends like Jason from JD Stucks, he loves his Norfolk Southern because he grew up around Norfolk Southern. Or Sid from Sid's Trains, who loves the N&W coal drags because his favorite layout growing up was Tony Lash, who was Mr. N&W. Now, for me personally, I think that I often get put into different groups. Some people know me as the Amtrak guy because of my love for Amtrak. Some people know me as the Southern Railway guy because of all the Southern Railway engines I have in my collection. But actually, my favorite railroad to collect is the Long Island Railroad. And that's because I was born and raised on Long Island. I lived here for the first 22 years of my life. I grew up less than a mile from the Long Island Railroad main line, so the Long Island Railroad has really been ingrained in me. And so when it comes to collecting, I put a special emphasis on collecting the keystone pieces of the Long Island Railroad's history. A quick debrief on the Long Island Railroad history, because it's important to understand why a Pennsylvania Railroad steam locomotive like an H10 was so important to the Long Island Railroad. So the Long Island Railroad is actually the oldest continually operating railroad under its original charter, which was signed in 1834. In 1900, as the Pennsylvania Railroad was seeking access into New York City, they purchased the Long Island Railroad to use their facilities in Queens and to provide better connections to Manhattan's new Penn Station. Because of this, a lot of the mainstays of Pennsylvania Railroad steam power made its way to Long Island. For example, K4s, G5s, and E6 442 Atlantics were mainstays on Long Island Railroad passenger trains from the 1920s all the way up until 1955, when steam was withdrawn from the island. When it came to freight, the Long Island Railroad especially loved the 280 consolidations. In addition to using H6 280s, the main freight power on the island were the H10s, of which they had close to 20 and leased additional units from the Pennsy. Because of this, I knew that I needed to have an H10 in my collection. Now, I already have a G5, which we'll see running next to the H10 in a little bit, but we definitely need to pick up an E6 Atlantic and a scale K4 to round out the collection. So the model that we'll be taking a look at today is an MTH Premier Proto Sounds 2 Long Island Railroad H10, number 111, known as the Three Aces. It's produced in 2006, so it is a bit older, but it is a 3-volt, so it's got the good electronics on the inside. And I found this on eBay in an auction that said, not tested, sold as is. But looking at the pictures, it looked really clean. And so, I took a chance on it. And it turns out that this thing was brand new. The chronometer, which measures how long the train had ran before I put it on the tracks, read less than 1 minute, which meant this thing was new from the factory. It didn't even have dust on it, so who knows where it was or what it was doing, but this thing is brand new and basically hasn't been ran since it was built in 2006, which I find truly remarkable. Now, some of you guys may be asking, why would I go with the MTH Proto Sounds 2 version over like the Lionel Legacy one that has the swinging bell and the steaming whistle? And personally, I just like the look of the MTH H10 a little bit more. And Lionel uses this awful shade of green for their Pennsylvania Railroad steam locomotives when they were, black in real life. It cost a lot more because of all those special features. And I'm really, really happy to have this MTH1 in the collection. And I hope that MTH does another run of them, hopefully in the near future, so I can have 2 of these things working on the Long Island and Southern Railway. Well, that's enough blabbering on for me. It's time to let the engine speak for itself. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you aren't already. And I'd love to hear in the comments which engines that you know that I've picked up that you'd like to see in the next video. I've got a couple ideas, but I'd love to hear your suggestions. But for now, take care and stay safe.